Okay, for today's project, we are working on setting and reaction and broadcasting. Since all of the lessons already have videos explaining them all, I thought what I would do for this class is I would post a completed project that I've made that you could use as a reference to look at whenever you're done. So for this one, we have the unexpected scene. So when you go to CS first, you'll see all the lessons that go up to this. And the choice that you have three starter projects to choose from. I chose the moon one because I like space. And I'm going to create a project that goes along with it. So to start, you have some of this code already in here. I have some add-ons that I've added that you should see if you get to there. The first thing he said is, what will I find on the moon? And I responded to seeing the astronaut and said, is there an astronaut? Oh, I guess that makes sense. And then I chose to broadcast a fireball. Now, I could have chose any of these, but I chose fireball. And then I responded by saying, whoa, a fireball. Right after that, I chose a monster because I thought it looked like an alien. And then I responded with, sweet, an alien. The last thing I chose was a rocket. And I said, oh, good, a rocket. Let's fly out of here. Right? For add-ons, I added sounds. So for each of mine, I added a space sound. This ocean sound was the closest thing I could find to fire. I added an alien sound, a rocket sound, and then those are all my sounds. The other add-on I chose was to switch to the next scene where I got home and I stopped. So this is what my final video looks like. I'm walking along the moon. I see an astronaut. I have an astronaut sound. Then there's a fireball that shows up and I respond to it. Then an alien appears, and I respond to that. Finally, the rocket shows up, and I can go back to my home. And that's how my video ends. And the important thing is that you have all of these blocks in there. We're using a lot of broadcast blocks, which are under events. Broadcast right here. We're using sound blocks, if you choose that one, which is under sound. And you go to the sounds tab to add more sounds. I'm also using say blocks, which is under looks, and I'm choosing different times depending on how long I want it to be. Sometimes 2 seconds, sometimes 4 seconds. And then the very last one for my add-on I chose was that my girl needed to stop walking. So I go to control and I find stop, and I can use the stop block to stop her from moving because it stops the other script. And those are all the blocks I used for today's lesson, and I think it makes a pretty interesting story. I hope to see what you guys make, and I hope it's even more creative and fun.